What's up, anime fans? James Johnson here, and welcome to another review. This time, I'll be reviewing episode 86 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. Now, just from the preview alone from last week's episode, I knew that this episode was going to be a great one. Why? Because it's a Specter-heavy duel. And anything to do with Specter in this series has been brilliant so far. So, did this episode disappoint? Not in the least. This episode basically starts off by splitting up the main group. And then the fun begins with Specter and Lightning. And it's just a massive combination of just faces and expressions that just make Specter's character a lot more enjoyable, as well as Lightning as well. Both use the same sort of archetype as they have previously. As well as the fact is, Specter proves that although he's the weakest among the group that's attacking Lightning's team, that he's still a capable duelist. And it shows in this episode, considering the strategy he used to basically take judgment arrows from Lightning. I mean, Lightning set up an extra link to start the duel, and that takes some doing to beat, apparently, and Specter did it with ease. So, overall, this episode was pretty good. It had consistently good animation throughout. The sound effects and music that were in was good as well. No highlights really as such. I mean, most of the animation budget probably went on Specter's facial expressions. I mean, they were done really detailed and nicely as well. But one small gripe I have is that about 40% of the episode was just link summoning animation. And you may think that's a lot or being over dramatic, but I mean, I lost count of how many times Lightning link summoned, and then we had Specter link summoning. So that's just one small gripe I had with this episode. But overall, this episode was good. And looking at next week's episode for the preview, it looks like we're going to have an even bigger battle of the faces next week. Because it's a two-part duel. Or so it seems. It might be a 3, but we don't know. We'll see when we get there. Now, in terms of this duel ending, as much as I would like to see Lightning lose, or at least get a draw with Specter, because I'm not going to lie, Specter's one of the characters I actually enjoy in the series. And I'd hate to see him lose, basically, in his first duel. However, since Team Lightning has already lost a member in Haru last week, I'm pretty certain that Specter will lose this duel. But the way he's going to lose it, I think it's to do with judgment arrows. Now, we know that that's the ace card of Team Lightning. They use it all the time, and Specter didn't exactly get rid of it by destroying it. Instead, he stole it. So what I can see happening is that Lightning will be pushed into a corner, but somehow he'll draw a card that will allow him to take back his judgment arrows, put it onto his side of the field, and use it to win the duel. That's just one way I think that the duel's going to end. I mean, if I had my way, I'd personally like to see a draw between the two characters. And the other bits of information that we got from this episode was just really confirmation. We got confirmation that the Earth Ignis is Specter's, and Specter felt like a part of himself was lost when he saw Earth get erased by Soltec. So it's nice that Specter's starting to show emotion and that they confirmed who his Ignis was. This led to a bit of a comedic scene between Ai and Yusaku, where Ai's like, oh, so I'm a part of you, and Yusaku's like, no, not saying that. So, take that as you will. The other bit of information is that Lightning's hiding something. There's something has happened to him that he does not want to reveal or share. And this is done by Specter sort of talking and not really manipulating, but just kind of getting under Lightning's skin. What that is, I have no idea. We might learn it next week, we might not. Or hopefully we'll learn it soon. Now, overall, this series is looking like it's going to be tournament-based, kind of, in terms of taking down Team Lightning. And I don't really want it to be the case of, right, we'll take one of their team out, they'll take one of our team out. We'll take one of their team out, he'll take one of ours out, until there's 2 people left. That'll be boring. I mean, ideally, it would be cool if at the end we had a Lightning and Bowman tag duel against Revolver and Playmaker. That'd be pretty good. But realistically, we know Lightning's not the main antagonist as such. It's going to come down to Yusaku versus Bowman in one way or another. But specifically backing to this episode, the other sort of nice things were, I don't know, I found it a little bit humorous that they split the team up, but they put Revolver into a field of flowers, considering that's like completely contrast to his character. I don't know, I found that a little bit funny. But yeah. So like I said, overall, this episode was good, and if you're a Specter fan, I would definitely recommend for you to watch it. The duel itself seems like it's going to be interesting because the playstyles and the decks are pretty similar on both parties. So only the future episodes can tell what's going to happen. I'm excited to see what unfolds. So that's going to do it for this review. If you like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new so you never miss a video from me. But until next time, my name's James Townsend, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.